Heyo folks, and welcome to Never Split the Party. This is Mostly Harmful, our Starfinder show. This is episode 21 of the third season, tentatively titled Grudge Match on Absalom Station. I'll have to change that title if they all die at the resolution of the mech combat, which we're still currently working through. My name's Dustin. I go by the Arbitrary Nerd, and I'm the GM for this campaign, and I'm going to let my lovely cast introduce themselves.
I'm Justin. I play Seeker, the android technomancer. And I was too busy focusing on getting things set up that I don't have anything funny to say at the beginning of this.
Yeah, as you can see, our overlay is less than it usually is. Zoom had some updates that no longer work nicely with OBS. We've had to ad hoc it, and we maybe will fix it for next week.
Yeah. Well, I'm Chris. I'm Chris. I play Miller, who is a Isoki mechanic. That's it.
Darwood Abigail Priest. Wait, no, not anymore.
Michael?
I wasn't sure if we were going to go in the...
I have no idea what order was.
The Zoom order or
the Zoom order would have been
traditional
Nick next,
order.
But
right.
we called me out, so...
Yeah.
I'm Michael. I play Zero, the android operative.
All right. My name is Nick, and I play Brawl, the Isoki soldier.
Not to be confused with Dratton.
All right, let's get into
The
this,
scumbag
guys.
who told us.
So...
Okay, yeah, sure. Don't worry about me.
He saved the guy who's played by...
Hi, everybody. My name is Patrick, and I play Reich Oren. He's the Lushunta captain and an envoy. I said that oddly.
Can we talk about how
Well,
Patrick
I
needs to
believe
shave?
Don't
Dude,
it's
I don't
pretty
know if you
bad.
know this. I haven't left my house.
Yeah, but have you looked in the mirror?
Patrick, you
I
are
don't
the
need them.
you are literally the
No one
poster
sees
boy
me.
for coronavirus isolation. Could you stand up and show everyone that you're also wearing a bathrobe to our stream tonight too?
I mean, yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Rye really wanted to dress up for this.
Hasn't taken
last
that robe
encounter.
off in like 3 weeks. It's getting kind of gross.
I can't anymore. It's bonded to the skin.
That's fair. It's like my wedding ring. I got too fat and now that lives there.
I just cut a hole in the back, so
I have
can
the
take care of
opposite problem.
business.
You got too skinny, so your wedding ring constantly falls
Yeah,
off.
if I move my arm too fast, it like flings right
That's
off.
gonna be terrible because that's a natural
Especially
motion.
for you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even wear my wedding ring because I'm afraid I'm going to lose it.
We've got our wonderful Dead
You
Aussie
lost it
Gamer in
already,
chat.
didn't you?
He confirms that quarantine has not been kind to Pat. Yeah, and confirmed I do in or out of quarantine. It is
It's fine,
garbage.
I'm totally fine, guys.
100% of the time. Nice.
Chris
All
is
right.
Patrick
beautiful
looks
as
like he
ever,
could
though.
go for like a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I love a cup of coffee. Oh,
Yeah. All right.
Is there something in that coffee?
Should be.
it could have been.
There is
all right.
now.
Moving on for
You got a pee break
announcements.
coming up.
I don't really think I have any. We're at the last 2 or 3 episodes, maybe, of Starfinder. As we get closer, I will know more. And when we're going into the last episode, that's when I will put up the poll for you guys to enter for a chance to win a couple issues of the Pathfinder comics that feature Starfinder shorts at the back. More deets again on Twitter once we get a little bit closer. I just don't want to keep the polls open forever. Unless, Nick, do you recommend starting it now or give it a little longer?
We can start it now.
All right, I'll put it up. That's what I'll work on during the after party. As a reminder, we do stream the after party after every episode of Starfinder, where some of us, the best among us, and then Michael does have to leave. Sorry, Michael. Fuck you, Pat. Hang out and talk shop about the episode, other nerd things, or whatever's kind of topical. We'll keep it hopefully light. See how that goes. That's at 10:30 p.m. or whenever the stream officially ends. So definitely hang out. If you miss it on Twitch or the VOD, you can become a patron to catch all of our old ones, or we do put some free ones on YouTube, so you can check some of them out there to see if it's worth your time or money. Yeah. All right. Does anyone else have any announcements they want to pitch?
This quarantine's killing me.
Quarantine sucks.
Quarantine sucks.
I would
I'll be
like
honest,
to announce that finally, at the very end, the very tail end of our campaign here for Starfinder, I've just now been proficient enough to learn how to do graphics well.
Yeah, if you check out Nick's channel, which he should totally plug right now.
Awesomeness dude _
sorry.
on Twitch.
Thumbs up, pointing down.
That's
I didn't mean to thumbs
awesomeness
down.
dude
Thumbs down,
underscore
Nick.
on Twitch.
Well, he's below me in Zoom, so I was trying to, and then I realized that was
Hate that guy.
no. I love that
I
guy.
invited him to, promote his own channel. 2 thumbs down from me.
No, it's all good stuff. All good stuff. Thanks, Patrick. We could totally have like a floating star for our logo for the last episode, which I don't think will happen, but it could. All right.
Might have been working on that in the pre-show the
Nice.
entire time.
Nice.
Ooh.
Just didn't get it ready.
No, it's fine. It's
Almost. I'm having issues with layers at the moment. I figured out.
Quarantine life is actually, as pointed out by my just appearance and general malnourishment, actually pretty similar. I don't like people enough to go see them. The only thing I don't get to do is go to nerd shops and play card games with strangers, and I can't
can
make
do
you
that
guys come
online
play
anyway.
I
board
miss
games.
people, breweries, and restaurants, and events.
And razors.
No, not so much that one.
I miss toilet paper.
Justin,
not
did
have
you ever
toilet paper?
find toilet paper?
Oh,
I
I've
miss-
got,
I mean,
I've got
I
some,
literally
yeah, I've got some
have
toilet
like
paper.
50 rolls in my closet.
I've got a bidet on the way, but it's not coming to like May 22nd to possibly in June, so that's totally helpful, right?
My new chair gets here Thursday, and I can't wait.
Is it a bidet?
What's that got to do with a
Yes.
bidet?
Because bidet is chair related. It's chair adjacent.
It's chair
it's not.
adjacent.
It's a throne. It's a type of throne.
saying your
He's gonna shit on it
cereal-
either way.
My new chair,
It's like saying
I'm
you
gonna
put a
attach
cereal
a
in your
bidet to
toilet
it.
because it's bowl adjacent.
Yeah, that's exactly how that
It
works.
is.
Just saying, I've peed in cereal before.
Bidet is a part of a chair.
You got some weird.
Was it
fetishes, my
Pat's?
dude.
All right.
I really want to know, Dustin.
Oh, sorry, I missed that, Michael. What was that?
Was it Pat's?
Almost always.
I've got some weird fetishes.
So does
all right.
Dustin.
I learned
Alright.
something today.
Well, yeah, it's fine. Recap. Last time we managed to play pre-technical difficulties, we were engaged in some mech combat, which we are quickly winding down. Zero has made his way onto the enemy ship or on the hull, and he's currently fighting off all of the other mechs around, which have now started blinking and are about to explode, which is
I thought they stopped that.
some of them did. Anyone that is removed from the screen. I don't remember if anyone else hit you. Let me take a quick look at the window, because you're right. I did remove some of those to remove the clutter from the actual the field.
Well, I thought all the ones actually on the ship weren't blinking.
Yeah, I think you're right. None of the ones that are on there now. All right, so those ones all stopped. It's just that these red guys back here that are blinking right now, which were where Rye was before Rye was rescued in the last sequence by Dren, taking the
You
burning
sound angry
eclipse.
that I was rescued.
A little.
That's where Rye was before Rye was rescued.
The burning eclipse, Dren's pirate capital ship came in, swung in, Han Solo'd and saved the day, or Rye, whoops. Yeah, that's about where we left off. The only notable thing is that there were a couple of special NPCs. There was Stellar Guy from Pyramid Station Alpha,
That
and
guy.
there was, what was Mike's character's name? It was M1K3. Yeah, that's what it was. The android M1K3, who doesn't talk. All right, let's see. I think we're good with
They
that.
talk a lot.
Not all of them are direct opposites. Some
That's
of them
true.
are just parallels, and some of them are just me being mean, i.e., why the Justin character is pale and always looks sick.
I mean,
Not wrong, but
That's
mean.
not wrong. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, all right.
Which one did I hurt? Like one of them, I like
With
critted.
your words, all of us.
Let me take a quick look.
I'm pretty sure 3 of you are fine.
It looks like you've hit both of them, but you hit Stellar Guy more.
Because I
Uh,
thought I'd maybe disable them to the point where their combat proficiency is terrible.
You removed right arm from one and the head and right arm of another. So yeah, stellar guy's not great. And you removed weapons from them. I believe
One of them failed miserably.
yeah, it was M1K3 failed. He's missing his melee weapon. Yeah, all right. Let's get back into it then. We'll just pick up here. Like I said, I don't think anything story centric happened that was too exciting. We've started the assault on Absalom Station, where the Crimson Blur is currently being held, and
Whoa.
assuming
Hey, it's
direct
a start.
control.
Yeah,
Well-
there we go. It's even better now. I helped.
That is really nice looking. I like the
Too
neon.
bad it's not on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, stream. I ruined it for you guys.
Gonna have to
can't-
cut this.
wait. So stream can't see this?
No.
Not right now because the way Zoom
I thought it
works.
was going to replace my video with it, but it, in fact,
it didn't.
did
No,
not do
it
that
broke
thing.
Zoom.
No,
Well,
it
Nick,
also took up my
I
entire
don't know how to
screen.
get it back. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. I
Uh,
fixed it.
Request
Nick
remote
will-
control.
Nick will post that in the Discord when it's done. It looks beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Absolutely stellar. All right.
It's unfortunate you
it.
grabbed the wrong color.
Now
So-
what
such a
the
good
heck
guy.
did you do?
I
Now
think
it's-
you actually did break the stream.
it
though.
did.
Oh, oops.
Justin's.
I have been
Not pleased.
defeated. I have been defeated today. And last oh my
Guys,
gosh.
I beat the final boss. It was us.
How are you
Zoom
gonna...
is the final boss. Oh my god.
Oh,
So now it's disappeared.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it?
What the hell did you do?
Can everyone still hear us?
What?
Fuck
We
off,
can
shit.
still hear us, yes, I'm sure.
So what are we doing?
Yeah,
Thanks,
they can
Shadow.
hear-
I'm trying to get it to work. And it's not
trying.
working because
I
now destroyed.
I feel
I blame
like-
all of this on Justin.
I don't blame Patrick. That's what I
Justin,
do.
what the-
Everybody,
man.
well, I'm just gonna close out of Zoom and I'll come back. So bear with me, everybody, for a second. You can all still hear me, not anybody else, but you know, whatever. Here we go. Go Zoom, go. Zoom. That. See if that worked. It did not, so that's cool. And I can't hear anybody now. Oh,
Mute him.
He's there. That's just how it works. It goes a little slow in this one. I don't know why.
no, oh, there we go. We're back. We're back.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah, so I'm gonna share.
We're
my
going to
screen.
cut that again.
Please don't.
I dare you.
All
You know
right.
what? Take that away, Dustin. Take away the ability to share screen.
It's too late.
Oh, you're right.
No, it's fine.
No, I literally don't trust Patrick.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do it now.
Yeah.
You gotta wait for 5 minutes or so.
Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet for a second. Okay, this is a seamless transition from the whole thing that happened. You can't tell that nothing happened in the past couple minutes on audio. This is perfectly just totally different. I mean,
They won't
same-
even hear this rant.
No.
If everyone would like to draw their attention on Twitch to Nick's background, that is his new magnificent stellar logo,
Oh, there you
and
go.
really appreciate that. Also, Stop and Fritz says, Nick, go to bed. I'm assuming you haven't been sleeping, sir?
I was watching his stream at like 2:30 in the morning, and he was drunk.
2:30 in the morning. That's amateur hours.
You say that was late.
Chris
I'm
is
just saying
asleep right
that's when I
now.
was up.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Let's get into this. I'm assuming we're at the top of the order because I don't like to stop anywhere else. We are currently engaged in mecha combat to the death. Torgrad, the BSU Inquisitor, fled the scene, leaving his automated troops to fall. And currently, the automated troops are still getting shields from the mothership, which is
I
what.
thought that just ended.
Oh,
Ship.
right, because it overloaded. It did the boost.
That's also why I thought all of the things stopped glowing.
No, they were blinking as a result of that. Basically, it's their power switches. It's either to boost them in combat or boost their defense, offense or defense.
I
But
got
yeah,
them while they were boosting combat. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. They tore into but most of you guys actually. As it comes to your turn, just explain which parts of your mech are missing and kind of how you're dealing with that.
Me?
Zero, you are still engaged on top of the enemy ship. I know we can't see you though. Where?
I'm below the middle one.
Here, I think I can just send this to back. No, that
I don't
didn't
think I
work.
took damage, did I?
You may not have actually. There you are. All right, yeah. So you are aboard the mothership with these two dudes. You have identified that for whatever reason, this one is in charge of the orange mechs. I guess you haven't figured out what this one's in charge of, but by process of elimination, you know that it is his group is in charge of the red mechs. The green mechs were all Torgrad's control. If you were able to destroy these mechs, you obviously shut down their kind of automated troops, which is what happened. And yeah, all right, top of the order.
Do I see anything on the mechs that looks like it would be like the control module or anything like that, or the thing that would be broadcasting the controls?
It's all internal. It's replacing their cockpit. It's actually in the spacesuits in the cockpit that happened last time because I forgot they weren't.
All right. I was trying to not kill them.
Oh, they're all gonna detonate anyways if you don't kill them. We're salvaging mechs is not what your goal is. Your goal
not trying to kill the unpiloted ones. The two piloted people, I was trying to not kill them.
Oh.
Because they were, as far as I was concerned, not actually like
that's fair. Because
they're people angry over a lie.
They were roped in. Tell you what, if you remove all of their limbs, and I'll let you kind of call your shots on this one because they're all working at poor capacity because they have lost limbs. I'll let you call your shots. If you remove their combat limbs, they're out. They can't do anything.
All right. Didn't I already do that to one of them, or do they each still have at least one arm?
They each at least have one arm.
Okay.
Yeah, they both have left arms. You've been really particular for some reason, or the random dice rolls are really particular. It is the top of the order, Zero. Describe how damaged your mech is and take your actions.
All right. So as you know, this flurry of blows happened where Zero actually lost two of his mech's legs. The shield that he's been using, the kind of like remote control shield bits, I guess you could call them, start to swarm around again, giving him another means of defense. And with that, Zero is going to use his sniper rifle to quickly shoot at 3 different people. So this will be at the, what is it, normally -4 when you do a full round attack?
Yes.
All right. So this first attack will be against the blue guy, because I'm pretty sure it will matter which one I attack.
Just for the rec. Oh yeah, right. The blue guy doesn't have a shield, right? So he's actually now just a total grunt. So yeah, good call.
And then second attack will be against the one that controls the red.
Yep.
Third attack will be against the one that controls orange.
Okay, sounds good.
And they will. My attacks aren't going to be modified, so they all get -4.
Sounds good.
So 23, so 19 against the blue guy.
19 against the blue guy. Oh, where did their AC go? I'm pretty sure 19 was a hit, but I don't have their sheet up anymore.
Second one would be a 17, and the third one is a 24.
I'll call the 19 and 24 hits while I try and figure out where their character sheet went, but the 17 definitely too low. So it looks like you hit the blue guy, which immediately detonates, his shield no longer being relevant, or its shield, it's a computer. Sorry, let's actually X that one out and make a copy for your kill chart. Oh, I wish I hadn't done that. All right, Zero, where are you at? Zero.
I don't have any. That's technically the first one.
Well, that's because you keep hitting the actual leader units, which are not using the 4th edition minion rules of Dungeons and Dragons. So that's what it is. All right, so that's one down. You know, I'm going to get rid of them just so we can clear that up. Your second shot was a miss, which was for the red controller, and so you're aiming at the other one. That was a hit, and so the orange controller, I'm pretty sure, was Stellar, and you're taking off his left arm.
Yep.
All right, that removes.
I don't like it. You can't do it.
that removes all of his active weaponry, which causes him to kind of realize that there's more value than revenge in life. So he immediately turns to flee. He's still got legs on his mech, so he's going to try and jump off the ship on its turn. You can see that already taking place. And that was your full round attack, which brings us to Seeker's turn.
All right. Are all of those mechs that are north of me kind of, well, north on the map, in front of the ship, are they all on the same square, same hex?
The 3 red ones are, yes. The
That
2
hex,
orange ones
that
are
hex,
not.
that
Okay.
hex.
Could I use Arcing Surge and hit all of those? Which it's a line attack.
I'd say you could take out. So it's a line, right? Like a direct line.
It's a
I
line.
think you could do 4.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
could do 4 would be your max.
But I
You'd
also
miss
get the one that's in my space.
Yes.
Who
Awesome.
uses MySpace?
I'm gonna do that.
This guy is in
I'm gonna
his
cast Arcing
hex.
Surge. Let me actually.
Hey, Dustin, can you go over the initiative order, please?
Miller comes
would be
up, so it's going to go Seeker, blue team, which is gone, right? Do I have any blue guys left?
No.
No, blue team's actually out. So it's going to go Seeker, Rye, Brawl, Green, Miller, Orange, Red, Command, Shirket, the ship, and then a battle report.
All right,
So Miller, for useful intel, you go after the green dudes move.
Yeah, that's fine. I was
Oh, so after Brawl moves, I'm sorry. Greens are
yep, I
gone.
was just getting a reminder for everyone.
And these are all one pump chomps.
They are for this round, yes.
Okay. So this has a save for reflex half. Does that mean that they don't save?
Reflex, they
They
live.
basically are going to die.
No, just gonna have them all die.
Okay.
I'm happy with the mech combat being wrapped up. You guys got what I wanted out of it.
All right. So Seeker kind of flies around and just maneuvers so that he is in line with the mech that's in his same area, and the one that was all the ones that are way out by the now Spirit of Shirket, formerly Indecision, and kind of charges up a big old laser beam and shoots it directly at all of them, disintegrating them all in a flash of blue light.
Which is good because if it got to the orange guy before your turn, he would have detonated and caused you a bad time.
And they all do the anime like no thing where it goes white and the
anime thing
They're
where they
just-
do what?
Except for
just
they
a
don't
sketch.
scream because they're robots.
That's true.
Justin, the anime
That's
thing
true,
where
they
they do what?
Well, they do that thing where it goes all white and black. And
Yeah, but how does it go again?
Oh!
Okay, I know the one.
Yeah.
It goes Nani, and then they just start to explode.
Money.
Well, instead, there's a big.
I haven't actually seen it. I don't remember I know it's from Fist of the North Star, but I don't actually know the context.
Instead, there's just a big laser that goes around erratically, and then explosions happen out of nowhere. It's
Well, the
great.
context is that he hits people in their death pressure points and that they're going to die immediately. And
No
they're
longer
like,
know what we're
"Haha,
talking
I'm not."
about.
Well, he's talking about Fist of the North Star, which we already prefaced.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
No, Patrick's just interested in the first word.
Fist?
All right, and then I guess I have a move action, so I don't know if I'm gonna move to engage that orange one, so it doesn't go. Yeah,
Yeah, because I can't.
yeah, I'll move to engage it so it can't go past and into the base of this whatever our ship's name is, the Indecision. I can't remember it.
The Spirit of
Indecision.
Shirket. I've been
Spirit
calling
of
it.
Indecision.
I've been calling it the Shirket, which feels like it's eventual evolution. All right. That
I don't know if
means-
I've been hurt at all. I will just say I don't have my shield because I can't remember if I actually got hit or not last time.
I can't recall either.
I got walloped.
Yeah, Patrick got jacked up. All right, you're up.
He's on the ship.
So I was scooped up. I'm sorry. Oh god. All right. I'm just
It's
getting
even
closer to
worse
my
up
microphone.
close.
Sorry. So the last turn I had, I did something,
Yeah,
and then other people did more effective things.
usually.
against me. And then I was scooped up by some ship
The burning
piloted by a
eclipse.
slimy man.
Yep, sounds
Um,
accurate so far.
I
And
suppose
so
he's
I'm
technically a
probably
captain
I
again.
don't I can't imagine there's much that I can do outside of curse about the damage done to my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mecha that I spent so many hours painting and customizing and adding mirrors, and my mirror shattered, and I'm sad about it.
That's fair. Do you remember which limbs your mech still has, if any?
A leg.
A leg. Okay.
Which leg? It might be important.
Might be important. Yeah, hold on.
The third one.
So I lost my shield, my right leg, my head, my left arm, and my right arm.
His
So
middle
I have
leg.
my middle leg. Still got that one, thank God. So
It's not very
yeah, just
big.
over the walkie-talkies or whatever comm units, I just kind of go, "Hey guys, if you see some pink limbs, if you could just bring them back to me."
You know, it would be cool if his character somehow could boost the team.
Go get them.
The limbs or the enemies?
Yes.
He doesn't specify. He allows you to interpret it how you like.
Get them.
Boostify. I'm out of combat. I can't do anything. My combat things don't affect them in combat from here. Is there a big baddie
Did
left?
you ask him? Because he
Is
probably
there a
would have
big
let
baddie
you.
left?
Not technically, no.
Okay.
All right.
Inspiring words, Rye. I'm totally down to grab those limbs.
Gentlemen, we've done a good job, and I'm going to delay any further action until such a time as I see fit, such as if another enemy shows its head. But until that time, good job, men.
Considering you only have a leg, that's probably a great idea.
Get my other leg.
An arm.
Aw,
And other
I
arms.
disintegrated it. Shit.
Oh
But
no!
when you said that my head popped off, I was actually really concerned. I assumed that we were seated in the heads.
No, that was the other
Ranger.
Rye.
What kind of shitty mecha show are you watching?
None. I have better taste.
That's not good.
Debatable. Debatable. All
What
right.
do you watch that's good?
Oh, put him
I've
on the
been
spot.
watching.
Don't say anything mainstream.
He's gonna say The Good Place.
It's,
I
That
wasn't
is
going to
good.
say The Good Place, but that is a better example than what I was going to say. So, The Good Place.
Yeah. It looks like he's been watching Survivor Man.
I don't watch any mecha anything. I have Lelouch.
Yeah.
That one was really
this
good.
isn't combat right now, guys.
Yeah.
Kogeus. Brawl, you're up.
So Brawly Boy, after having the previous turn, which everybody still remembers from last time, destroyed quite a few of the enemy ships, and now that Rye is taking care of Seekers over there, great, fantastic. He's gonna go start rushing over towards the main enemy force where Zero is kind of dealing with a lot of people right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually
So-
only one now.
It is technically only one because he is fleeing.
And I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, double move. So I have enough to get over there, but not to do anything else.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you just boost in. How much damage have you taken?
I have an arm and a leg.
Missing? Or I guess
Yes.
that would work either way, huh?
Yeah.
Which one? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Miller, you're up.
All right.
Working on
Miller kind of
college.
like looks around. He's like, all right, damage report. All right, I'm missing my right leg and hey guys, I'm missing a head again. Man,
Seems pretty par for the
How
course.
many is that now?
I still got 2 in here. But we gotta make it to the ship. So let's cut off this guy's line of access. Hey, I can make it just on him. I'm on top of the orange dude.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. So you boost back to help your boy Seeker, and you're engaged there. And yeah, that works. I appreciate your damage report. Orange boys are up, and Stellar guy. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna roll d6. 4, 5, and 6, he flees into space wildly. 1, 2, and 3, he flees to Absalom Station. I rolled a 1. He flees to Absalom Station. And he disappears immediately, which is where Torgrad also went. And that means that this mecha shuts off. The one that you were engaged just immediately goes lifeless. So you guys both get there, you're ready to smash, and then it just kind of shuts down and begins drifting through space.
Oh, I hate when it gets shut down when I'm ready to smash.
Sounds about right. So that takes orange out of the fray. Now my red boys are up, and I only have one left. He's frankly, I don't think he can hit 0 is what we decided. So he will kind of make a move towards Absalom Station. He's not going to engage you on the ship. He does see that they're really, really outnumbered now. The tides have turned. It's going to open comms with the party. I'm assuming it's going to open comms open to just everyone, and it's M1K3, and it says, "Good day, all. I was wondering if you'd be so kind as to accept parley and probable surrender."
Why not?
I mean, definite surrender, right?
Definite surrender is amenable terms to me. Yes.
Ah. Oh, yeah. That's fine.
All right. I'm standing down. I'm going to eject from my mecha. I would hope that you would be willing to bring me aboard your ship, for this mech will self-destruct if I violate the Gerson Sphere's orders.
That sounds terrible.
Yes, it has actually been a really, really terrible experience.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to fix it.
Yeah, you guys should have unionized.
Yeah, definitely.
They made a really compelling argument.
What was the argument?
You are terrorists and are the reason why all of my friends are dead.
You still believe
Oh.
that?
After having dealt with Gerson directly, not as much, no.
You guys
How come
started
you
it,
still showed
though.
up here?
The pay was also quite handsome.
I can understand that one.
I calm to everyone else except for him and Dren. Don't tell Dren about this guy.
All right, so he ejects. The mech again goes lifeless and floats away. A little bit later it will detonate, but I don't think any of you guys will be around to hear it. The Spirit of Shirket crew acknowledges that they're going to pick him up, and they are going to work for a drive-by. The only thing you guys have left is the kind of mothership here. This one just kind of fled the field. I guess he's the only survivor, technically. Sort of. I'm going to be honest with you guys, the ship literally can't hit you. I'm just going to say by the time Seeker, Rye, and Miller get there, Zero and Brawl have just torn it to shreds. Every attack, you guys get to rip out a different component. So you start with maybe weapons, control, whatever, and eventually there's just pieces of the ship floating out.
Over the comm. Hey, be careful with that. I want a tanker. I want a tanker with it. Bro,
as he
stop it.
continues
He stopped
yelling,
punching just the side of the ship.
You know we don't have time for this, right?
You guys are out of time, yes. All right. The battle report. Do I need? You guys already got the important ones. I think I can just skip the rest. Basically, as you guys are finishing up over the radio, you do get some updates. The fleet that you had sent to engage the reinforcements, which is the main force of the BSU, is actively engaged, and the conflict seems to not be going in their favor. The resistance is losing to the additional mecha that are out with the main fleet. They just simply can't. They don't have mecha. You guys have the only ones, and their starships can't keep up with it. So they are slowly losing the battle, but as they're primarily a diversion, so you can hopefully cut the head off. That's not really a
Can we
surprise.
send them a message to retreat since we've already arrived on the station?
Yeah, I would allow you to do that. You can relay that through the spirit of Cat, no problem. Is that what you guys want to do? It will mean all forces will be moving towards you. Again, it will take some time to get there. But this
4
engagement...
days, or 1 to 4 days.
I think it would be 1 day from where they are, only because they didn't make it that far into their travel before being engaged.
Still, it shouldn't take us a day to finish up and leave.
If you want to give yourself that timer, I'm happy to accommodate.
I mean, I thought like we didn't have that timer.
Again, I'm not telling you how long it's going to take to kill Gerson at all. So if you think you can do it in under a day, go for it. Tell them to retreat. You'll save some lives. You totally
I don't see
will.
why we wouldn't be able to, but
I thought we had a plan going in.
You do have a plan going in. It is get in, smash and grab as soon as possible, and get out. Yes.
I thought we had more than that.
Nope. This was a desperate plea.
We're going in hot.
You were giving a time frame with which you had to engage, or else the Vermilion Blur. Sorry, I misnamed him earlier. The Vermilion Blur would be executed publicly on television. So that's kind of why you guys acted under duress, and now you're here. So yeah, you've destroyed the ship. You have gotten through the mecha battle with Seeker destroying the same amount as I did. Brawl coming in a close second, however, considering if Brawl had gotten in to engage another group, they would have easily fallen. Miller, unfortunately, could have done more, and he never got a chance. I'm sorry, Miller.
Is what it is.
All right. So you guys are approaching Absalom Station
but
now.
how many did Rye get?
The exact expected number of... Oh, wait, 5. What the hell? Yeah, his mines detonated a bunch because they ran into them before they knew they were a thing. So they basically had to kill themselves.
Personally, like, bam, boom, straight to the moon.
You're not so good at that.
I just kind of Metroid. Boop.
Fair. It was very Metroid, actually. All right. As you guys are approaching Absalom Station, you see the 2 mechs that were retreating attempting to board the station. You hear them now hailing over open comms as you get closer. It's Torgrad the Vesk who is yelling, "Hey, let us in. We can help with the base defense. Yes, I know what the plan is, but if you just let us in, we can additionally support you." And as he's doing this, his mecha is approaching one of the landing bays. And as he gets close, probably within, I don't know, 20, 30 feet, the whole landing platform, or I guess landing bay, they're kind of like hangars that you fly into, erupts, it explodes, and just debris and fire elicits out into space, which is quickly consumed due to the lack of air. But it does completely destroy Torgrad's mech. Torgrad is eliminated by this explosion.
Oh.
Stellar guy.
I didn't get to rub it in his face.
Well, as he's exploding, is there anything you want to say to make his the last words he hears? Because you see this all happening. It explodes, and he's getting engulfed in this fireball.
Think DBZ, white screen. It's like the lines going everywhere.
Piccolo's eyes are going white.
So exactly what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Grudge.
Another one.
No, Grudge. I win again. That's it.
Torgrad's lesser. No.
Curse you, Miller.
Uncle Andros, I failed you.
We did pick up the other guy.
You picked up M1K3. Now, Stellar guy who fled to Absalom Station as well. You also hear chiming in over comms. He was a little behind Torgrad, so he witnessed this explosion as you did. Say, that's a no. Oh, that's a no for boarding then. Yes. You hear no reply. You see that he was making way for a particular hangar. And he decides to not. He kind of turns around and faces you guys and says, I kind of don't want to fight you guys anymore on account of not having arms. But this is kind of awkward. I'm between you and the station. You cool if I just go?"
We could
You're
take you as a
cool with
prisoner.
just surrendering? There's no real alternative.
Yeah, all right. Can you make it quick? I don't want to. I don't really.
So you don't explode.
What do you mean? So I don't explode?
That's what the other one said. You,
I what?
your mech is designed to self-destruct if you go against them.
Oh, that seems like a really shitty design choice. All right, I guess. He ejects immediately and is launched into space where his ship floats off. Into
That
the
is what he
background.
told us, right?
Yeah, it sure is. Love all that sense motives you guys rolled. That was
Yeah,
so
I forgot
cool.
to do that.
It did explode.
Yeah, it will eventually explode. I was not lying about that. I'll be honest. You guys want to know what the deals are, or do you want me to have you with this lingering doubt in your mind?
I mean, my only thing is I'd want to check the ships for explosives before we, the escape pods for explosives.
Oh, it's not escape pods. They're literally out of their suit, out of the mech suit, and they're in like spacesuits floating. They're just out there. It's
So
really
you-
uncomfortable. You just
Space
asked them to
So
do.
Guardians of the Galaxy, you know.
They're better equipped for it, but otherwise, yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
So
looking
you
at.
mean if we just turn around?
Yeah, he dies.
Button. Hey.
Yeah, he dies horribly. He might get sucked into the Absalom station gravity well at one point and still die horribly. So yeah.
Oh, I just want to say I do not like any of these options.
So if I wanted to drag this out more, I could make N1K3 like an assassin who just got aboard your ship. But really, all it is that he's technologically proficient and did a survey of his suit before using it. And Stellar Guy has barely used computers before. Everyone did his computers for him when he was a news broadcaster. He just literally didn't look. He jumped before looking. That's all.
My old IT boss.
However, I totally could have pulled that as an assassin just boarded your ship, you dumbasses. But again, I don't want. We're not trying to drag out pad the campaign. We got
10 more episodes.
We got Endgame
Another
here.
season.
I mean, I assumed we would have actually checked for anything.
Well, I
No.
assume nothing because I'm a piece of.
It must be
nothing.
said explicitly.
That's usually how it goes.
In
I mean,
9
generally
different
when you
languages.
get somebody like as a prisoner, you don't let them keep their weapons and stuff.
Yeah, but you're
You
not.
search them.
You're not getting them. It is. Who do we
Zero's
have
in
in
charge
there?
of inspecting the prison pocket.
We have Stevathan in there. We've got Rex and Notsob. Notsob's
Mm.
not going to eat him anyways, so there's that.
Terry
What did
joined?
the punchy one?
Terry's
be?
not there.
In
Terry,
There.
Terry and Ferences went with Chimera.
Right. Yeah.
I have no doubt that the sheer number of us can hold back the one. And we might be wrong, but I don't think we're going to be. So calculated
again,
risk, we're fine.
The only thing was, if I wanted to be kind of shisty, he could have killed your B team. That's all.
Yeah.
Your B team,
But he
which
didn't.
don't have great character levels. I think they're still level 6. But that's not what's happening. I'm just saying, if I wanted to be shisty, I do not.
10 minutes later, I can't believe Dustin killed our entire B team after he said he wouldn't.
Well, those are my preferred characters. A team sucks.
I disagree.
I mean, have you seen the GM? He can't roll for shit.
Can't roll for shit. Just a dice numerical value. A level 1 character at this point. Get enough of them, will kill any of mine. I don't know why. All right, so you guys are approaching Absalom Station. You notice that at least one hangar was rigged to blow. What do you guys do?
Scan those hangars, please, Stephen.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Do they have any other defenses, like actually built into the station?
Traditionally, there are, but actually, let's talk about Absalom Station as you guys are approaching because we really haven't.
How's Rye getting back over here?
So basically, Rye is going to get launched out of the burning eclipse, as I feel like Ren would
Awesome.
do.
Why is that the method?
Yeah. Well, I
I've
mean,
got
he's
a way
still,
to get you there, but you might not like it.
he still technically has control as long as he has a limb. He's got some sort of thruster unit that
Oh,
can control him.
You're gonna send a hobble into space. You can't even call me a lift.
No. Absalom Station, traditionally, before the pistol incident, was a sprawling, densely inhabited space station that actually filled a similar role to the planet Galarian, which is what the Pathfinder universe plays on. It had many inhabitants. I'm trying to think if there's anything here. It was a focal point of the galaxy due to the Star Stone, which is kind of embedded underneath, and it's still there. The Star Stone has still got all these kind of metal attachments of buildings, hallways, etc., built off of it. It is a technological marvel. Let's see. Do I need to do anything about this? It's 5 miles in diameter. It's a tiny structure compared to the planets and moons of other worlds. It has artificial gravity.
Darn, I
2
think it'd
million
take
people.
2 turns to move across.
2 million people at one time called it home. And from above, it's shaped like an asymmetrical 6-pointed star spread across a flat disk with the central habitation zone covered in a dome, which you can kind of see on the screen there. That's the image I have there, is the Absalom station. That dome and about half of the station itself is completely destroyed. It's just gaping hole. It was never repaired. Even I think we're over a year past the pistol incident, maybe even more than 1 year. They have not repaired it in any capacity. That dome is shattered and open to space. Half of the station is missing or otherwise damaged, blackened, charred, twisted metal, and even some remnants you think you recognize as part of the dome from Pyramid Station Alpha. The station's still functioning barely, but Derleth Gerson never felt it worth rebuilding for habitation because he had his own designs on the station. So right now it is a half-dead, torn up, floating space station that is, again, significantly large, but otherwise diminished. And Seeker, could I have you roll an engineering check on behalf of Stevenson?
Engineering or computers?
Computers, I'm sorry.
All right.
Do we know what the civilian population status
42.
is?
It's the answer.
That is the answer. You are fairly certain that civilians are not present. So the scan that we get on this one has a few life readings on it, but it is not many. It is significantly less than there should be. There is maybe a couple dozen people alive on the station as you get this engineering scan report back.
Entire
As opposed
station?
to the
Wow.
million. Yeah. The station is basically uninhabited. Now, whether or not that was because you guys are coming and this was bait, hard to say. But for whatever reason, the forces that Derleth Gerson put together were more engaged and worried about your fleet. Whatever he has in store for you is apparently right on the station. As you get the scan, there are high buildups of energy in pretty much every single hangar. Except one, which is located close-ish to the shattered dome. You would be able to get there. It is not rigged to blow. Based on Stevenson's report, though, all other traditional hangars are rigged. The hangar that you guys... Sorry, shoot, Michael.
I was going to say, is it even worth using a hangar if we can just go in through the dome?
You could try, but your mechs are all too big to even really approach. Your mechs could at least hand you off into the hangar. You don't want to pilot your mechs into the hangar, unfortunately.
I wasn't even thinking the hangar. I was thinking through the broken parts of the dome, like the actual dome top.
You could, but you don't have any idea where anything is from there. I don't think any of you have been on Absalom Station in any of your backstories either. You can definitely try that. That's totally fine. The only spot where you have life readings is that hangar, though. Or I'm sorry, let me rephrase. That hangar and the area around that hangar. So the kind of middle of the dome, the lower half, it seems lifeless, and the actual dome itself, the shattered area dome, seems to be lifeless.
Well, that appears the way they want us to go, so...
Like I said, I'm happy for you guys to go out of your mechs and try to navigate through the broken parts of the station. They did not have any guard area that you're able to see there. It's just that you'll be going in completely blind.
And we also wouldn't exactly be sneaking in that way, would we?
There is no sneaking in. You guys are in suits. They know you're coming. You just had a big fight out in front of the station, basically.
Using our characters' wits and intelligence, would that seem like a good idea?
It's kind of up to you. As you guys all know, you're walking into a trap if you go the normal way, or you're walking into something where you're just not sure what's going to be the outcome the other way.
Is there any way that we could find some vents or anything, kind of like what we did with the Pyramid Station Alpha thing?
Yeah, you could certainly try. I will say that this
did that.
doesn't work the same as Pyramid Station Alpha. This
Mhm.
doesn't actually have any similar design. They're designed by completely different people.
Yep.
You know what? Screw it. Yeah, let's go through the broken glass. Fuck it.
For broken glass.
Sure.
I mean,
So I need to.
I don't think that they're expecting us to go through that way, so we know it's a trap anyway. Might as well keep them on their toes too.
It's a trap.
The tarp.
Right.
So I suggest what we do is try to actually get back to the hangar, just not through the way they're expecting.
The arms, radial
So we
arms.
guys smash through the
So
ship.
you said-
hangar.
Well, the shields were already broken.
The population of Absalom Station is made up of mostly.
No civilians left.
No
There's like
civilians.
12 people there.
That's it. Okay.
So the arms, which are the radial arms that extend from the station's center, are for many of its docking bays. So you're kind of at the base of one of the arms that's still standing, or that's where the only open hangar is. The ring, where is that? That's not what I want. The eye
I
is called the
download
central dome.
blueprints.
You can. They're very readily available, other than
Ah.
the kind of damage and destruction there. All right.
Downloading blueprints and checking for any other ways in.
What kind
Also,
of?
do we know if there's
that?
any type of
38
massive?
on computers.
Sorry, what was that, Michael?
Do we know from his other check if there's any like massive groupings of explosives other than the hangars? Like if they intended to blow up this entire
Different energies.
station?
The station it's mostly powered down. There are probably pockets of energy, but because they're on the interior, unable to pinpoint specifically. It looks like an area that I'm trying to think. So unfortunately, I don't have a map of Absalom Station available because I was expecting you guys to take the easy way, which is the hard way. Let me see if anyone's put together an Absalom Station map. Absalom Station.
I mean, if it makes it easier for you, my intention was to just enter the room you wanted us to enter from a different area.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go with that route then.
I mean, because are you guys fine with that? 'Cause I mean, we're obviously gonna have
Yeah.
to go to where the people are.
Right.
Yes.
If we could
All
just
right,
get some like
Do you
surprise,
want
like
us to
either a surprise
do-
round or something.
No, I got it. Let's do this. So you guys approach. You see the obvious way where they're kind of expecting you to go. You, for the mechs that are still mostly whole, you abandon them with the Shirket, and you guys decide to kind of jump off and kind of float to the station itself. So you guys are all landing in your spacesuits on the outside of the station. You're in space, but you guys have
Something that
pretty
could be
decent control.
somewhat decent is have them all jump onto, like, say, maybe my mech or whoever's mech is most whole. So that one can stay attached to the outside so we have an escape route.
Oh, good call. Yeah, sure. So you'll tuck away. I was going to use Rise as just basically again just a floating little base there, but you go on an escape option as well. That's probably fair. Yours is more damage though. I think Seeker.
I didn't take any.
Seekers is probably the best one. I think you guys all climb on to Seeker's mech. You guys have it pilot to the hangar, and you kind of leave it there parked, not next to the hangar. You're away that you don't get hit by an explosion if they do somehow detonate it. And then you guys just, all in dead silence because of, space. You jump off of the mecha and land on the outside station of the station. Which
We
again, by the way,
activate those
isn't
mag boots that are
Yeah,
really
you've got-
broken.
Shut up. The station doesn't have it's not meant for this kind of what's the word when you're on the outside of a ship? I can't even think of the word.
Spacewalking?
I guess it's not meant for spacewalking. There's another word I'm looking for, but that's pretty good. I'll take that, Chris. Thank you. So this is like an uncomfortable way, but you guys are able to eventually find an access point that's relatively close to the hangar.
Two of us look at everybody like, why are you guys so uncomfortable? This is easy.
Yeah, right?
And it is going to be like a die-hard vent style where you guys crack open this vent and you are climbing in. Could I have everyone roll stealth?
So if it makes it easier, and considering I can move so much faster than everybody,
Go ahead, go and kill everybody. Let us know when we're done.
Go super stealthy ahead of everybody and scout things out.
Yeah,
You may, yes.
All right.
If that's what everyone wants to do, that's totally fine by
I
me.
mean, everyone isn't supposed to stay too far behind.
Yeah, I did roll a 14 for my stealth, so.
Do you guys do you really
Total?
want me to?
14 total.
Roll stealth.
14 total. No, I'm fine with 0 going first. That makes sense for your
Okay.
party.
Yeah.
I rolled a 34 stealth.
So when I do get what I assume close to the hangar, I'd activate my, visibility field, which I think lasts equal to my level. So it'll last at least 10 rounds.
Okay.
And then it recharges every however much out of combat. But anyways, you'd have to beat a 43.
43. Let me go to the higher level person there and see if they can see that. Which would that be under? Oh, it doesn't even look like that's in their skills, is it? Where's their skills?
Because take 10 is great.
Athletic, engineering, life science. Yeah, oh yeah, they can't see you for anything.
Out of curiosity, could they see me if I had a 33?
Let me take a quick look. Oh yeah, actually I do have one that can. I'm sorry, I got a plus 26 on this person. So if I roll, so
Wow.
what's your total?
43.
This is a level 15 character, Nick, that I have to do to deal with you guys. All right, so
To deal with Michael.
to deal with Michael, that's fair. It's fair.
Oh yeah, he's gonna kill me with a look.
Plus 26, I'm gonna roll. I got a 19. 19 plus 26, I actually think does beat it, right?
It's a 45.
All right. So what's going to happen is you activate your stealth as you get closer to the hangar. You start crawling through the ducts, and you get probably an extra 5 feet. You're trying to get to this like grate where you can look down and actually see what's going on. When all of a sudden you hear a thunderous shot as if coming from a cannon, and the vent below you bends and buckles inward as you're shot at. I'm going to take disadvantage on this shot because they can't actually see you. They heard you. What is the range? Okay.
I told him not to fart in the vent.
35 against your KAC.
That'll hit. It ties it.
Nice.
We got a hit on 0 first time.
I mean, let's be honest. Technically, my armor wouldn't be that high because I can't really move too much. And I'm technically prone.
You're right. You are actually really down there. I'm not giving you all those negatives specifically.
Well, actually,
just,
prone would give him a bonus range.
I don't think prone comes into this specific
No, I don't think
situation,
so
but
either.
you are right. That is something that helps in Starfinder.
Or
So
total
he shoots
cover.
the guy.
8d4 plus 15. Roll 8d4 plus 15. You're taking 40 points of damage. Oh god, maybe I did make this too hard.
I mean, that's still not even half my stamina.
40 points of piercing damage. You hear it coming. You try to get out of the way. The vent buckles around you, and you fall through to the floor. I'm going
I am
to.
technically still a shimmery, like predator style.
All right. So we have Zero, who just fell directly in front of your favorite bounty hunter ever, Krellis,
No, goddamn
who is
it,
holding
no.
a smoking giant handgun after pointing it directly up. Zero, you fall into basically the main body of the hangar. The gravity's not full here. It's a little lower at this exact second. You do feel it getting a lot heavier as you approach the ground. Not enough for you to worry about fall damage. If operatives even care about fall damage, I don't know.
I would probably have to make an acrobatics check, which I think
Justin.
Actually, make the acrobatics check to see if
Look
you
at
land
the
prone.
stream.
That's still useful.
33.
Oh. That's because we switched.
Yeah, I switched Roll20 windows.
Just to make sure. Yeah, 33.
That's fine. You're totally fine. So you do manage as
That's
the vent
other.
falls
That's
away.
the other skill I can take 10 on.
You Iron Man pose land it right in front of Krellis, who mostly looks disappointed. And let's see. Let me describe what you see really quickly, and then Krellis is going to address you. For the other folks, you guys.
You said 40, right?
Yeah, 40 points of damage. Yes. You
I
guys
was
are.
hiding.
Yeah, you guys are actually basically off to the side, technically over
Where'd
or
I go?
above it. Actually, you guys would be there, but above it is what it is. and let's see. All right. So what you have fallen into is a fairly standard loading hangar. It's not meant for massive ships, just quick little ships bringing supplies, stocks, etc. It has a little loading mech in the northern wall, a loading arm kind of adjacent to that, a number of shipping containers of varying sizes along the south perimeter. And then where you see that I've marked this red line on the map, there is a 30-foot wall up until you get to a second level. And there's a dark red line because some of that actually goes a little bit higher. It's 45 feet directly up. And there are three individuals you actually recognize, Zero. They are wearing familiar crimson armor. You last encountered them. They're known as the Crimson Tri-Blades when you were running from Pyramid Station Alpha's ultimate demise alongside Rye. You guys had to pop some smoke grenades and you actually ran by them as they basically cursed your name and you shut them into a door in the hallway. Because you shut them into the hallway, you actually saved their lives. However, you greatly shamed them, and they all look very angry as they are all behind mounted cannons, which, where did that go? I grabbed them all, both, I guess. They are all at mounted cannons, which are overlooking
They're on
the
horses?
hangar. No, not horses. The hangar itself, the roof is probably 60 feet high, maybe even 100 feet because spaceships of varying sizes. Otherwise, there was no one else in the room that you could see. I'm actually going to open up your view. When you fell, you actually did see all of the upper area as well. Almost. Oh, well, close enough. So you kind of know how this all looks. All right. That's not revealing, but cool, thanks. All right, so that's what you see in terms of hangar. So you've got the 3 Crimson Tri-Blades on the upper level who are just sort of suddenly perked up because they had no idea you were there until you actively fell on top of Krellis, basically.
Oh, not them.
And Krellis looks down and says, "First, I'm surprised that I heard you of all things, and I'm a little disappointed. I was really hoping I would have gotten a call and be working for your side this time. Pity." Rejoinder 0.
Wait.
So since I am
Wait. Sorry. Hold on.
He's playing them, maybe. We're hoping.
Yeah. Can I just real quick do the thing where I find out if maybe he's
Reveal thoughts.
You're not in the room, so you have no idea what just transpired. I'm gonna have you roll perception in a second.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought we were in the room just off.
No, I put you literally off the edge because you guys
Gotcha.
are technically somewhere north of the entrance to the hangar. You found that duct to climb in, and you're all waiting for Zero to come
for
back.
my interruption.
Yeah, that's fine.
That said, Michael, you might want to do this.
Does Zero say anything in response to Krellis's statement?
What's the last thing we did with him? Because didn't we meet him somewhat recently?
Yeah,
You
right
know.
now we've talked to Krellis, and potentially Krellis is going to work alongside us. So according to what Krellis just said, Krellis is still working against us.
Krellis had offered services, gave you basically a calling card, and said that there's no ill will anymore between you, at least on
remember
Krellis'
that.
side. Not that Krellis really cared. Miller was the one who cared the most out of anyone in this group.
Yeah, I don't really remember it either.
Oh, and then we took such a long break that we all forgot about him.
Yeah.
Well,
So what happened was you guys had Krellis was in the bar with Zolan Gurgeritz,
Yep.
the person from Eox, the one that you had F off during this combat, basically. Krellis said, "If you guys need me, hire me," and then none of you did during the opportunities of gathering your forces. Wasn't a long time. I didn't give you guys a ton of time to prepare. I'm not judging you for it. So Krellis has been once again hired up by Derlith Gerson.
Michael, call me.
First, I want Zero to give a response, if any, and then I'm going to have everyone roll perception. So if you guys want to roll perception in the background, please do.
No, there's my
Zero kind of just, stands fully up, kind of dusts himself off, and asks, "What exactly is your mission this time? Is it full obliteration, or were they more specific?
I am to personally eliminate any of the pact breakers I encounter. Before you get technical with me, you were named, each and every one of you. Whether or not you are the pact breakers, I do not care. All right. Did everyone roll perception?
So while I was doing this, I messaged everybody who's here.
Okay. Just saying, you say you do a quick message on the side.
That like while I'm saying that to him, I quickly type in, Krellis is here.
Do you have anything telepathic based?
No, I was gonna message them with my wrist thing, assuming it works.
Give me a stealth check to see if is sleight of hand in Starfinder? Or is it all under stealth?
So
Yes, there's sleight of hand.
Give me a sleight of hand to see if you can sneak that past Krellis with her 20. It's 20. What was I say? 28? No, that's the attack. Perception's 26. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5, so I got a 28.
So I have to nat 1 to not get you.
Yeah.
I nat 20'd. As you go to right, Krellis kind of brings the gun down and says, "Let's not do that, please. I'd hate to kill you early before I can use you to drag your friends in here." Now, I see that Miller rolled a nat 20, so I have Miller.
Nat 20.
Well, so basically the two Yosoki were at the very edge of the vent, and you guys are trying to listen in because you know where you are. You can't hear anything. Zero left his comm open, I'm assuming.
I mean, I would assume we would have them open.
That's kind of your standard operating procedure. No, it's cool. It's like your standard operating procedure. I'm going to say that some of that gets a little obstructed with the massive attack you took, but both of the Yosoki actually hear the reverberations come down the grate, and they do manage to hear, because there is some atmosphere basically right where they cross their head over the threshold. They hear the resounding explosion of Krellis' shot and the fall through, so they at least know you're in trouble. And I want everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh, shit.
Did you not think initiative was coming?
This is Pat we're talking about.
That's fair.
I mean, look at him. How prepared is he if he looks like that?
Now I roll a nat 20 on
I got
initiative.
a 7.
So I tied Seeker. What wins? His nat 20?
You have a higher...
Yeah, exactly. But yours is a nat 20, though.
Yeah, but you have
No,
a higher...
I'm going to give it to the higher.
rank.
I'm rolling garbage for these initiatives.
I'd rather you go first anyway.
Oh my god. I just rolled.
Loosen up that jar.
And what's the initiative for Krellis? I've actually got too much stuff going on now, which is too bad. This is why I don't like doing multiple guys encounters for you, but I need, same initiative bonus. Cool. And I just rolled 4 5s in a row. All right. So I guess my guys are acting in a row again. All right. For you guys, what's the highest initiative from you guys?
28 from me.
Which is
and
0?
Seeker.
Okay, so 0 and then Seeker. Okay, next.
24.
Oh, I got a 2, so I think he has a 7.
25 means Rise next, right?
24.
So that's fine. 24. That works. Miller, what'd you roll?
21.
Miller. All my dudes in the order of, we'll do Krellis first. We'll do Halos of the Crimson Tri-Blades. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. I'll just switch it arbitrarily. Who gives a shit? It'll be Resnick of the Crimson Tri-Blades and Gladau of the Crimson Tri-Blades, followed by our friend Miller. Brawl. Brawl, did you roll a Brawl?
No.
No. Okay. What's your total initiative?
7.
Okay. Yeah. So that's our initiative order.
I was hoping your bonus would be like a 5.
3.
They are not directly in contact with in combat with you. I'm not. They other than the fact you just got shot. They're not all bristling. They're kind of the Crimson Tri-Blades are waiting to see what Krellis' next action is. And Krellis is still having a conversation with you. I'm just rolling initiative so we can kind of do things in the order that we want to. So, Zero, is there an action you would like to try to take now, or do you want to let the other guys give their chance at it?
So I guess I'm gonna kind of just have a ready to use run away and use my trick attack on him, although it kind of doesn't really work that way. That's a full round.
Yeah, you're more or less looking for a single readied action, which can be to get distance. That's fair, I guess. I think it's supposed to be a standard action, not a move action, but I don't really care.
All right.
You could also just delay, and that would actually give you the ability to do what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I guess I'll delay until after the other people arrive.
Okay, all right.
I guess I'll kind of say, well, they'll be here soon, obviously.
Seeker, you're up next.
What's happening, guys? I don't know. I delay until after Miller or Nick tells me what's happening.
They can tell you now. They can talk out of order.
Sounds like Zero's been caught.
What? What?
It was like
Yeah.
an explosion in there.
What?
There's definitely a big bang. I feel like I've heard that noise before too.
And as they all say
Kind
that,
of
do they
similar.
start to hear who I'm talking to through their headsets?
Yeah. So giving the excuse of 6 seconds, I want them to do something before the conversation starts, and then they'll hear the conversation chiming through. So they're basically still hearing the crash now, and they're making an action based off of that.
We're moving in. Let's go.
Are you going, are you going to try to push down and go through the main hangar, or are you going to try and follow Zero?
Do we know where the main hangar leads to?
It's, that's where the vent was going over. You were trying to stay close to where the life forms were and try to get
All
behind
right.
them.
Right,
It doesn't
right.
matter. We got to get in there as soon as
Can I crash
possible. He's
through
caught.
the vent?
You can go in through the vent if you want, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but
he wants to
crash.
break the vent.
The vent's
Like-
already pretty broken.
Oh,
Yeah,
hold on.
so
The idea
can
of
I-
the vent was to get in behind them, right?
Correct.
Let's do that.
They can't. It's
Again, the vent is
The
now
vent's broken.
destroyed.
Yeah.
You
If
can get to
go
the
real
hole, the
quiet.
gaping hole. You can
Oh,
try
then you
to
just
get through
jump
the
into the
gaping
room.
hole.
Well,
It's just
there's
you're going to
not
wind up
really-
where Zero is. You can either start where Zero is after another round, or I can have you guys enter the hangar proper this
Yeah.
round.
Hangar proper.
Okay.
Where is that entrance on this map?
You are literally 5 feet away from it as far as those squares work. It's going to take you a single move action, so you're full 30 feet. If you move more than 30 feet, feel free to use more, but 30 feet will get you to the very lip of the hangar. So again, 1 square next to your current destination or
Guys,
location.
wait, can I peek over and see? Can I see the hangar?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
peek
you can
over?
definitely look from above before you land, but just know once you go in gravity, it takes effect.
And I can't see the ones up top, right?
No, you can see them all up top as well. It's just that it's only a 30
Mm-hmm.
feet up. And like I said, I'm playing with this a little bit because we're not in combat, so I'm playing a little bit with how far you guys can move.
If you all want, I can get us up behind those tri-blades. Are those the tri-blades again? Didn't we see? Really? They're bringing them. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we could get behind them if you want. I could dimension door right over there.
I do like that idea. I need some distance though. How about myself and Rye create a distraction by going through the hangar? You take Brawl over there.
Hey, get me
Ooh,
real
all right.
up close.
Get him
I'll take
real
care of
up
him.
close.
Kidneys will be punched all over the place. There's like 6
Hey, bro.
kidneys there just waiting for punching.
Brawl, for old
Yeah.
time's sakes, can I see your guns?
Bam! Bam!
Thank you.
We hear 2 loud things hit metal going off.
Right, still in the mech.
All right, so I will delay my turn until after.
Well, no, I was
they-
thinking he in this thing while standing up, he does those and hits the ceiling of the vent.
Oh,
Probably.
right.
That's fair. You guys are
After
not
conversions,
in
I
your mech
understood
at this
the
time.
joke.
So Seeker, you're delaying your action
after
until
Miller.
till the Yosokis, yes? Or sorry, till Miller and Rye.
Yes.
Yeah, don't delay till me. You'll be here a while.
All right. So Seeker's delaying. Rye, yeah, you're up first actually.
I'm up first.
Rye, what do you think? Should we show off our pretty faces?
Ooh, you guys still got the family shame costumes?
The what?
He's actually accurately referencing an episode title. Good for you, Nick.
Wait, is that
I
still in
remember
effect?
a lot, man.
Is
that
what's
still
still
in
in
effect?
effect?
all those advantages we have.
No, that was only for the space combat because I
Aw.
thought it was going to be hard. This one's going to be hard on purpose, but the space one, because my rules were very light, I wanted to give you guys a bonus.
I look at Miller and I just go, "Do you remember how to fight?"
Of course, I remember how to fight. Oh, well, you.
No,
Hmm.
no, I don't.
remember
But
how
let's
to throw
figure it out,
grenades?
bud.
All right, well, I'll handle the big guns. You handle the talking. All right. Now
I'm gonna
let's
take-
go out there and be a face.
I can be a face. Hopefully they don't shoot it.
Patrick, to avoid repeating myself, I'm going to take your first move action for you. You throw yourself down and then make your way to the very lip of the hangar, which is here. You have one standard action left. As you land and you see this loading bay before you with Krellis standing in front of, or I guess behind in this instance from where you are, Zero, very close. And then on an upper level, about 30 feet up, you see the 3 crimson armored foes atop mounted weapon, not atop, damn it. Now Nick's got me riding horses again. Behind mounted cannon-like weaponry.
I guess I would probably try to go for limited telepathy with Krellis.
Sure. Now you also have heard Zero having conversation with Krellis. Krellis saying Krellis being non-gendered. They are confirming that they are currently employed by Gerson to specifically eliminate all of you. But yeah, you can now open limited telepathy. Sure.
So I just open it up. I go, "Oh, hey, buddy. I lost your number. I got a job for you."
How much you paying is what you get back telepathically.
"What do you need?"
More than what I'm being paid now. Make me an offer. See how valuable you think I am.
Okay.
Now
Hey,
we
Ryan,
have
how many
no
credits
gauge
do you have?
as to.
What was that, Nick?
How many credits do you have?
Oh, credits? Fuck, like none.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have no gauge as to how much Krellis could possibly be paid
Yeah,
over
we did-
there.
We did get a ton of credits.
The only thing we have to go on is how much our collective bounty is, which I
Yeah.
do not remember that number. So good luck.
That's easy. Can I recall what our collective bounty is?
Your most recent bounty. I don't really have a scale for that. You don't want to go for that. Your bounty would be way more than Krellis is being offered for this particular job. Your job, Krellis is basically on guard duty right now. This isn't bounty hunter work. So for the guard duty, again, hard to say. Krellis is a professional. You're probably looking at thousands, not hundreds.
Thousands and not hundreds of credits.
Mhm.
I don't remember where the goddamn credits are on this.
I have 14,000 credits.
14,000 or 1,400?
14,000.
I have 56,500.
Brawl has not a lot.
Holy shite.
Oh, I have 56,500.
Well, Rye only buys grenades, so that I understand. I don't know how you guys all have money. I must have given you way too much. Nice.
Remember Blackjack?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Right, you guys didn't spend
Dren
that?
has 44,000 he could potentially commit to the pool.
I'm allowing Dren to commit that to the pool. Yeah, that's totally fine.
So I say, doing quick math, we don't really have anything else that we need to buy, so it's 50,000 per head. No. One of us doesn't have that much, right?
Me, I only got 14.
Yeah, I only have 2,300 because apparently I'm the only one that spent it. Unless we got a whole huge amount recently that I just didn't write down.
So 180.
You guys each maybe got some stuff from the secret lab of Nat 2.0, but I don't recall.
We all seem to have the same amount of
How
credits,
much
so.
would 100 and
Let me give you a recommendation. Start lower than that. If you were to offer something like 10,000, you're probably doing really good.
Okay. I would say, well, let's start the terms at, let's call it 10,000.
Go ahead and give
And-
me
hold on.
a persuasion check
I was going to say,
or diplomacy. It's fine.
I was going to say 10,000, and then also I have a bit of an in with some fellows who could certainly employ you further, maybe even give you a title.
Titles are meaningless. Credits more so.
Then more
Go-
credits.
Roll them persuasions
All right,
or Diplo, whatever's better, whatever Starfinder uses.
Yeah, it's Diplo for me. Okay, hold on. 18. Roll 20 plus 18. Bribery. 27.
All right. Krellis says telepathically to you. Yeah, all right.
Nice.
And do you want to make an actual action this combat? Again, technically bullets haven't started flying yet.
Oh yeah. So I mean, is it clear what my job is?
Your job.
That I
For
just
Krellis.
offered him.
Does he know what
Oh,
he
yeah. It's you don't need to be. I'm not gonna shitty GM you on this one. You're fine.
Okay. Now the Crimson Tri-Blades, I forget who their original boss was back in the day.
Halos.
Don't remember who that was either.
He's
Are
the
they
middle one, not that it matters.
Are they loyal to?
So you don't remember this from season 1. It was
No, I
towards the
don't.
end. The Crimson Tri-Blades are basically really, really overqualified thugs for hire. They themselves often have bounties on them, but they mostly went against Pyramid Station Alpha or things in the Border Space Union. And again, they were really good at what they did and kind of psychopathic, psychotic, however you want to go for it. So they often were paid for jobs no one else wanted to do, and they generally are considered to enjoy killing. Loyal? No. Happy for a fight? More than yes.
And they're angry with me and you.
Specifically
And me?
Ryan Zero, yes.
I don't remember why.
So we
You-
were running through a hallway.
Rise cloak or behind him, yep.
Yeah, like I ran really, really far ahead. And then when you go to a certain point, I'm pretty sure I like shot a door panel or something like that and locked them in.
Yep. You lock them into the hallways connecting 2 domes,
Friends.
which prevented them from doing their job because they were supposed to stop you from leaving the dome, or anyone. And yeah, so they're not fans of you. So you say friends to the Crimson Tri-Blades.
Now they're trying to stop us from entering a dome. They really just
Well-
don't want us to go in or out of domes.
This isn't
Well,
really a dome.
They're the dome police.
In my understanding of them, they're not.
They're the cell wall.
It's
In my
not
understanding,
the
of them-
mitochondria. Though.
We are water.
in my understanding of them, they're probably going to want to kill us anyway.
That's one way to interpret it, but you could definitely have conversations.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I just shout out, friends.
Fuck you.
All right, I guess you're gonna die then.
All 3 of them in unison just raise their middle finger, which I guess is a universal gesture now.
Okay, I open fire.
That's such like a never mind. I couldn't
Invisibly,
remember
Zero
stuff,
looks
yeah.
displeased, like he can do so much more than just fail at shooting.
Like you can fail at stealth. Pew!
Ooh.
Ooh, shots fired, literally.
I
Literally.
mean, it took the
Single shot
strongest
fired.
bounty hunter in the universe to stop me.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but you got stopped.
He's not wrong.
Oh,
So I shoot at the nearest one, which is I think. I just painted
Green.
a dot on him. Yeah, green.
Yep. All right. So you take a shot at Green, which is Gladau. It's the only female of the trio.
Oh.
Oh, no, you said it. Okay,
No.
Brawl, take your
Yeah,
shot.
Brawl's gonna be pissed.
My
Who's he gonna hit?
Actually, no, I guess he's fine.
Yeah, his
I
weapon
guess
should be
nobody.
fine.
I'm pretty sure.
My
60
weapon
feet
has a
away.
range of 60 feet. What is
Oh,
the range?
You're
60
70
feet?
feet away.
Well, you're a little bit more because they are also 30 feet up.
Well, I already said it, so
Let me
Shoot
give
or
you
shoot.
some other locations in this dock just so you guys can have it because I wasn't clear to Zero. So this here and this here, that's just a wall that or door that can be closed to close off the hangar from space. This is a loading mech like you see in Aliens where Ripley fights the alien queen. This is a door to some northern hallways you guys cannot see because they are closed off. However, there is a stairwell that you guys Zero kind of saw right there. It's possible they're connected. And there's some more hallways leading up. But really, that's the relevant area here. This depression here is actually a
Me?
platform that can be raised by using the console right here.
So now that Carlos is kind of on our side, have we seen any type of action or demeanor shift or anything that might cause us to believe that he's actually changed sides? Because Rye hasn't told us yet.
Oh, you know what I could do?
No, Michael.
So I have a fast talk. I can use bluff to confuse them, causing it to be surprised at the beginning of combat
Sure.
when you declare that combat has begun.
Combat hasn't begun yet, so sure.
So it's technically before initiative has rolled, but blah, 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 blah.
Again,
I
this
can-
initiative was mostly to get this
Yeah.
facilitated, so feel free to do the thing.
Okay, I'm gonna spend one resolve point to attempt a bluff check against a single creature that this ability can affect. The DC is equal to 15 plus the target's total perception.
Plus the target's perception?
15 plus the target's perception.
Oh, all right. So that's
It's
the DC
static.
for you.
Yeah.
All right, 34.
Okay.
Ooh-wee.
So I just start shouting words at him about various people who, I don't know. Hold on.
People that got defeated by doors.
Yeah. Sure. That
Zero's
sounds
got your
good.
back.
Where's my 20
And
plus
cheap.
D6 plus 1? Ugh. 20. I rolled a 27 plus a D6 plus 1.
Yeah, 30.
Close. You gotta get.
So
Oh, is that it?
By one.
Oh,
you
missed by
missed-
one. 33 versus 34, right? My math's not wrong. 19 plus 15.
Wait.
So I got 27, 32, 32.
It's 34 was the target. So you do not succeed in this one. And you have riled them up to make them a little angrier at you
that's
specifically.
not how that works.
Well, you just made fun of their doors and they already hate you for that. Good call. Miller, you're up.
All right. Miller kind of swings in, kind of drops down, and pushes a button, and then a little force field kind of holds up and kind of pops up. Oh, hey, it's Krellis. Hey,
Oh, I already bought.
I meant to
paid.
call you. The thing is, and I also wanted to talk to you, but we didn't really have much time at the casino. You seemed like you're a bit in a hurry. I met a friend of yours, and actually, it might be kind of employed by me.
I'm unaware of having any friends.
Yeah, they said the same thing about you. Actually, they didn't really like you at all.
I peek over Mel's shoulder. The hell, man?
It was your name backwards. That's right. Silurk.
Silurk.
Yeah.
Reed Silurk.
Have him working for me.
Where is he?
Well, I mean, that's kind of tough to say.
Who's Silurk?
It was something I did because I thought Carlos was still gonna be coming after me, and well, I mean, here they are. So
Could you do me a quick diplomacy roll?
Over the comms, and you had to tell him now.
hey, I have no idea what transpired
true.
between him and Ryan.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's also
I was-
It was
very-
15.
That's why when you popped up, I
So
started tapping him on the
28
shoulder,
altogether.
like,
Wow, really? 28? All right. Krellis
We've come
says,
to terms.
I won't hold that against you for the terms of our current negotiation, but I think afterwards you and I should chat.
I shake Miller.
I gotta lose a
paid
head again?
her.
Not if you can help me against my brother.
I might be able to do that. In fact, I have a whole bunch of little friends that might be able to help too.
I don't think they like that term.
No, they love that. They love. Are you kidding me?
Talk about the
Little
cosmos?
Skittermanders, they love that shit.
Skittermanders.
Skittermanders.
Wasn't around for that.
No, you were not, Patrick. All right, cool. So you have activated your force field. Is that
That's a
free
standard
action?
action.
Oh, so that is okay. So your action, you engage with Krellis. You almost cost you guys more money, but fortunately your diplomacy roll was high.
Oh, I
enough that
was
you did not.
ready to throw my entire chip at him. I'm just there, 50 grand.
For the record, I don't have Salurk and Krellis confrontation happening now. I'm thinking later one shot, maybe with a Miller special episode.
Sure.
While this is going on, they're having their conversation. I just text everyone to Venmo Krellis $2,000. Whatever.
Venmo.
Yeah.
Spenmo, yeah, you got it. All right. Yeah, okay, so that was Miller. The next up is Krellis. Krellis turns. Again, combat actually technically still hasn't started yet. Wait a second, can I do... Doesn't Patrick
Do they
do this pretty
clearly
often?
know he's working for us now yet?
No. Krellis calls up to the Crimson Tri-Blades. Hey, when you get to know these guys, they're actually not so bad.
Oh, that's weird to hear.
That's very weird to hear. Hey, do you remember when you shot my face off?
I take the tip of my elbow and I just jam it into Miller's
It
ribs.
bounces off my shield.
I curse.
Maybe you might be willing to look the other way this time. Krellis attempts negotiation, which has a +0. Rolls a...
Try intimidation instead.
Could have. That's the next up. But what happens is that the middle Crimson Tri-Blade, again, Halos, calls back. I don't care how nice they are. Right now, we're gunning to gun them. And I think that's what we're about to do. Pretty sure you were paid the same, you whatever you are. Why don't you turn around and shoot that robot fella in the face hereabouts?
Now around his corner. Android.
Racist.
Krellis says, well, I tried. Raises the hand cannon and takes a shot. Combat has officially started.
Yay.
Would have been cool for Zero and Krellis to do like a Pulp Fiction, just to...
Who knows, when Zero gets to it, maybe that's what's happening in the same 6 seconds. Krellis makes an attack roll at +20, I think 6, I said.
That's a lot.
Or was it +28? Krellis is redonkulous for to hit. Yeah, +28.
Check it as
8, 33. Soldier, I think. Yes, soldier.
Yeah, that'd do it.
yeah.
What did I just say that total was? 33. 33, which is almost definitely going to hit their armor. I don't think their armor is that good. Now I'm fighting myself, which is awkward.
This is great. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. And
This
now
would happen to be the gun that we gave him, would it?
no, doesn't use that gun except for in an emergency, which was if you guys got like the ahead of Krellis, it would have been a problem. Rolling the dice. What do you mean? Just roll the dice. 40 again. Cool. I guess we're doing this. All right. So that shot takes him square in the chest. No, they have decent health. You're still in for a fight. 198 health minus 40. I mean, that's better than I thought.
If we're still in for a fight with just these three, imagine if we had Krellis on top of that. Scary.
Yep.
8. He takes the shot, takes a quick step back, and then kind of comes forward. Krellis doesn't choose to move. Krellis stays where they are, and after taking the shot, that's the wrong initiative sheet. I'm going to get rid of that now. It is actually Halos's turn. And
Are you
Halos.
gonna have me just move at the end of the order?
No, you can move now if you want. That's fine. Krellis is technically a part of your team at this exact second.
What is
Foreshadowing.
the what is it like? How high up do these things go?
There's a variety of heights that you could potentially climb with some successful acrobatic checks. The barrels right below you are probably the best to get you up on the either side of the taller ones. Again, acrobatic checks for each, and then from either of those, you'd be able to get over the ledge here.
I never not roll a 33.
You never not get over those things.
Well, because what I was gonna do is, as a part of attacking this one, use acrobatics to get up here.
Yeah, it happens fine, and it's graceful as anything. Yeah.
So as Zero, jumps up the 3 barrels and then onto, I imagine it's some type of crate, and then over the railing, just because he can, he flips midair and aims and just takes a shot at whoever the blue dotted one is.
While upside down, you are shooting Resnick.
All right, and that would be a 35 to trick attack them.
35, which is 20 plus character level. You're fine.
Yeah. All right.
I believe they're level 10. Yeah, they're level 10.
Oh, actually, it would have been less than that. That was the stealth number. It would have been 33.
You got it by 3. The
Right,
stealth number.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they gave me an extra bonus 4 when I use stealth to use trick attack, but not when I use acrobatics.
Silly.
All right, so my attack against him, where he is now, I guess technically flat-footed or has the -2.
-2, okay.
I rolled a nat 1.
Huh. Can I do anything bad to you? Where did you land, by the way?
I was gonna land over here.
Do you not have control? You do.
Oh. Well, actually, I guess I'd be landing here because that's where.
Okay.
Right here is where the shot would take, so I figured I'd stop here for the moment.
Okay. There really isn't anything you can shoot. What I'm going to say is that your shot goes a little wide, maybe because you decided to shoot while you're upside down flipping, and you actually hit this green container, destroying it, so that it cannot be used for the purposes of climbing anymore. It had a bunch of stuffed animals that are made to look like a certain Lashunta captain.
Oh, and I shot it in the face.
No.
All right, and then I think you are still able to move after your attack, right? Because you're BS.
5, 10. What is it? 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
I'm gonna use pink when Krellis is being on your side.
What's all that clicking?
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone is clicking a lot.
Patrick.
Is this, as far as you're concerned, far enough to be in at least partial or full cover from them?
Yes, you're fine.
Okay.
All right. After 0, we get Halos. Halos, who's still reeling from the shot, says, Krellis, I'll up it. We'll pay you 15K for this. Does that work? What are they offering you? And he rolls diplomacy. Nice. Krellis says 15K works.
Carl's making out like a bandit here.
And
Bid war.
Krellis is now going to look at you guys menacingly. All right.
You're playing idiots now?
Yes. Halo says, oh, thank Christ. Oh, sorry. Thank, I don't remember any of the gods in Starfinder because I never used them. Thank the gods. What is his weapon? The rad cannon. What is that's range? Range of 60 feet. Oh, I think you guys are good.
Nope, we're 70 feet.
Well, doesn't that mean you're good if it's 60 feet? Like good, like you're safe. Yeah, 65 is not
Also,
a.
does
You
that,
you can, but you'll take negatives.
Not with this. The rad cannon literally cannot shoot past 60 feet. It is a
Oh.
cone-shaped blast.
That's cool.
I actually looked up decent weapons for this encounter. He actually is going to turn it. Now, you do notice they are mounted, and he doesn't have to physically touch it. He has a little computer, like a control, like literally a remote control for it. So as he is approaching you, he walks down this hallway. The gun turret turns towards you and opens fire. It is mounted on like a swivel pod. This is an actual thing. It is called a gun emplacement. And it opens fire at you. Which
Didn't Rye do
is-
a thing so that they're surprised or something?
He did not
he-
do it
he
well.
failed.
Oh.
Failed.
Oh.
All right, so
And wasn't my intention to not be in their line of fire?
not in their line of fire. You're in. mm,
Can a cone go through a wall?
Let me take a quick look and see. I mean, they can see two corners of you. And
Because I could have moved further. That's why I was asking.
how much further can you move?
A lot further.
His base speed is 80.
Yeah.
Then you move down here to be out of sight. Because if they can see two of your corners, then they can hit you. All right, so I will say that he still comes to approach you. Actually, what do you do? Can I?
How much
He'll just
that
move
crawls
twice
in the
then.
back? Do it.
Yeah, he basically just sprints away from his weapon and pulls out his crimson blade, which is an energy blade that crackles as he pulls it out and wields it against you.
Well, that
This
guy's
is what
dead.
their specialty is.
He's still dead.
Because they went after a zero.
Yep.
I was actually debating the moment he pulled out a blade. Do I put the gun away?
I take out my pocket knife and still somehow own him.
All right, Resnick, which is the blue guy, he has the disintegrator cannon. That has a range of, God damn it.
You said you looked up weapons for this.
I did. I just expected you guys to not get up here so fast.
In our defense, only 0 got up there so fast.
He begins running down the hallway, and he's a little bit thicker than, again, you can't tell their race, and you can only barely tell their gender by guessing at their kind of vocals. He comes thundering down the hallway, a little bit stompier and a little stockier than his compatriot. And what's his name? He is whipping out his sword as he runs, and he says, "I'm going to taste what android blood is like," as he approaches you.
Only if you can find them.
And Gladau, who has the actual ranged weapon of 100 feet, which is enough to hit you, and it's actually grenade launcher. It is an energy converter, and it's a boxy device covered with various gauges, protruding antenna. They're experimental pieces of hardware, and they invert matter-antimatter annihilation. Instead of generating massive amounts of heat from a tiny speck of matter, it generates a tiny speck of matter by drawing on incredible amount of heat energy from nearby area. Basically, what happens is when it shoots this weird glob of energy, it explodes as a grenade would and has a radius of 20 feet. It takes the shot right at the vertices of both of you. This is Miller and Rye. I don't see how to hit you guys with it because it's not. If it's just a grenade.
It's AoE, right?
Well, I mean, it might go by grenade
Dex save.
rules then, right? Yeah, dex
Yeah,
save.
but it doesn't. It's not like a strength thing because the gun does it itself. And if I gave it the range bonus for it,
You probably don't got to roll the hit. It's like the grenade lands where you want it to automatically as long as it's within the range.
I mean, I'd do a just a ranged attack at a location.
yeah, but I can't lose. The ranged attack would they've got a plus 22 to hit.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna call it.
So I mean, you mark a square and you do a ranged attack against that square. Oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
You
and
just
as long
literally can't
Yeah.
miss it.
as long as you don't roll a 1 or something, right?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if she rolls a 1. Rolled an 8.
right.
It was a little touch and go for a second there. All right, so what happens is it takes a shot, and it's like a kind of like it gets really cold for a second, and then really hot, and it explodes in your area. You guys are able to make reflex saves for half damage.
You know the save.
Where is this firing?
It's probably the gun's level.
You're not threatened, Seeker.
Okay.
So 10 plus half the grenades item level. So I'm guessing half the guns item level.
Okay, so level 16.
Plus your dex modifier.
Okay, so 8 plus the dex modifier of 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13.
So 23 altogether.
All right, and can I get that same roll from Rye?
All
You got
right,
a
so
14.
my reflex is
I
to be
rolled.
this plus 13. I definitely make it.
I rolled a 14.
So
Total.
Rye takes full damage. I'm taking half.
And that damage from the energy converter is 3d10. 3d10 cold specifically.
Okay.
Interesting
So
that's not 2D.
why is that?
It's 3D damage.
Only 18 points. So 18 points of damage to Rye and 9 points of damage to Miller.
-5 because I have 5 damage reduction. And it's hitting my shield. So it's not even hitting my stamina.
Oh, Christ. This is the weakest gun of the 3.
Nice.
I wanted an explodey gun, and this is what it was. But again, she's able to do that remotely, and as she does, she's also going to start heading towards 0. 15. All right, that's as far as she can get after firing the weapon remotely. Those guns are mounted there. They are interactable, just so you guys are aware. And after that, Brawl. Actually, Seeker. Sorry, Seeker gets inserted now because of the
That's
delay.
cool.
Change of plans, Brawl. Do what you want. I'm exploding those guys. I pop open. I pop over the
Dimension door.
No, I'm not gonna dimension door. I don't have control of my character.
What? Why?
I don't know. I don't.
Yes, you do. It says controlled by Seeker.
Oh, I can't control. Oh, it's because
I-
I'm using the move. That's why. So I pop over.
Nick
And
does
I'm going
not
to
have control of
explosive
Bravo.
blast around like right in the middle of them, so it's got a 20-foot radius. So
The small problem, you don't have line of sight.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
They're above you.
Dimension door.
You might want to dimension door Brawl
Yeah.
over there at least.
Well, I have to go with them, and we lose our what's it called? We lose our turns basically. He
Oh, it
loses
takes a
his
full
next
round?
turn. Actually, can they move to? They can do this stuff till their next turn. So dimension door. I just had it open. Yeah, we can't do anything until next turn. Let me just
Really?
reread that. Yep, they might have changed.
That's
it.
much worse than
That's much
Pathfinder.
worse.
I love it.
I hate it.
Let's see. All creatures transported. Blah blah blah. After using the spell, you can't take any actions until your next turn.
That's
Yeah, but
nice.
that's you.
Each creature
Oh.
traveling with cannot take any actions until its next turn. So I guess Brawl could.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
So yeah,
That
I'll
makes
dimension door us over, and I'm gonna move us over towards towards the guns. I'll go right next to the gun so I can get on one.
I can't move my token.
And that's,
Are you not having the
That
same
actually
problem?
makes sense.
that's it for me.
You got it now.
I will be back.
All right. No, actually, so it does say Brawl can't take actions. It says, and each creature traveling with you can't take any other actions until its next turn. Oh, it's next turn.
Yeah.
That's oddly poorly phrased. I'm going to
very
allow it.
poorly phrased.
I think it's because if somebody were to go with you who has gone before you in the turn order,
They wouldn't normally be able to take any actions anyways.
yeah.
So again, poorly written. I'm assuming we're not going against rules as intended, but I'm comfortable with the rules as written. Screw them. So Brawl, you're up and you have a turn.
All right. Well, Brawl's never been dimension doored before, so that's a little weird to him. But so he just appears with Seeker next to him, and then these 3 guns. And I don't know that Krellis is bad to us, because the last message that I got was, "Hey, Spenmo Krellis 2,000 credits."
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go attack the guy that's not Krellis.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go run after and chase down this guy here.
It's a girl.
Girl. Well, we'll let the dice determine the gender of the person, okay?
No, we already know it's a girl.
Is actively a girl.
Please, nat 20. Please, nat 20. Oh my God, that would.
It's funny because we're not trying to be sexist, but every time Brawl attacks someone, it ends up being.
I did not hit probably. I rolled a 4, so not quite a brawl, but it's a 21 total.
Oh, against their
KAC.
KAC? No, you missed. Not as
Okay.
bad as you thought, though.
Cool.
So you come swinging, and Gladow turns. What's her personality? Gladow says, "Oh, little Mousy wants to dance. Let's do it.
Little.
Let's do this." All right. 0. Ooh, you guys went.
All right, this is for fun.
Oh, woof. Top of the order. 0. You are up.
So I still have my, cloaking field on, or not field, but cloaking on. So Zero's actually going to move and hide right next to him in plain sight, because I can do that with the cloaking field.
So it's a cloaking field in Starfinder, or is it an operative thing?
I'll read what it says.
You can bend light around yourself, muffle any minor sounds you make, allowing you to nearly vanish when not moving. Even when you move, you appear only as an outline with blurry features. It doesn't make you invisible, but it does make it easier to sneak around. Activating the cloaking field is a move action. You can use stealth to hide, even while being directly observed and with no place to hide. Attacking doesn't end the cloaking field, but it does end that particular attempt to hide. If you remain perfectly still for at least 1 round, yada, yada, yada. So what you can do is you can use stealth to hide. So basically you can make a stealth check and I can roll perception for both of them.
Yeah, 43.
Oof, okay. They actually had higher perceptions than I thought. They have plus 19. I still can't make it at all.
And then, if it's possible, I'd like to sleight of hand steal the thing that controls the turret.
So I'm going to consider that an attack action because it is something you're doing against them. So they would see you. So your being hidden would stop. You can still make the sleight of hand check. I will make them have to make maybe an opposing reflex to try and stop you, which they probably can't. But it will stop the hiding. So the hide effect doesn't work if you take any hostile actions, basically.
I'm fine with that. I mostly want to get that without them knowing I got it.
They'll know.
Well, they'll know next turn.
Right. Yes.
That's the idea.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
40.
Okay. They cannot stop you. All right. So
with
you
the 40, can I steal both of them?
Yeah, I'm actually going to say you get up and you kind of reach out, yoink, and they see you clearly next to them. They were looking down the hallway, and then all of a sudden you're next to them. Like, oh, uh-oh. But they do both kind of bring their blades around to bear. Yeah, all right. I'd say that's probably a standard action to kind of grab both their things. So, yeah, basically you've neutered their ranged attack, which really stinks because those are the ouchie weapons. Okay. Neutered again. And... yeah, all right, that's all good. Seeker, you're up. Just so you guys know, the combat order is Seeker, Rye, Miller, Krellis.
Seeker delays.
Seeker delayed. So that
he's
that
away
chain,
from keyboard.
he's away from the keyboard, but also if you delay, that puts you in a new spot in the.
That's right. That means Michael.
So he's at the bottom. Of the
I'm not
order.
rewriting my initiative list, so no.
Well, it would just be me.
That's fine. It's you.
Him.
No, it's fine. It's you.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is and which one of them is the leader?
Red, I think.
The red one, Halos.
Okay. So well, first, is there any cover that I can get to? You said this up here will not provide cover, right? You said it's a mech loader.
No, you could get around it and use it as cover. It's big.
I won't be able to do much as far as offensive, though. Well, anyway, I shout out to Halos, or whatever his name is.
Master Chief.
and I say it very loud. You have those credits you're willing to pay Krellis in credit sticks available at the ready?
Already transferred, mate. We're on Gerson's dime.
Oh, so they came from what? Just
It's not Halos's money.
oh, it's not Halos's money. Okay.
Nope.
All right.
You can still initiate the bidding war.
Yeah. I reach out to Krellis.
Out of curiosity, are you going to allow that to happen out of turn? Or can we only up it on one of our turns? And they
Only
can
on
flip it
who's
on
ever
their turn?
negotiating. Yeah. We're in combat now. So when in combat, your 6 seconds is your 6 seconds.
Yeah. So I reach out to Krellis and I shout out, well, I'm upping it by the same amount to Krellis. And then
Current bids at 15K.
Yeah. And so I say 15K and one of them guns. They'll be ours soon.
So kind of over the thing, I already have 2 of them.
I know.
I do say that only so everyone who has our comms can hear.
That's fair.
And I will they're still far out of the way, right? So does that count as an action?
No, but I do need you to make a diplomacy roll.
A diplomacy roll?
Yeah, because you're trying to get them to switch their job and you're not offering more money. So your challenge is harder now. I have a scale.
Wait, explain what I didn't do.
You offered 15K. They haven't said yes.
To Krellis.
Correct. They haven't said yes.
Uh-huh. And a gun.
And they haven't said yes.
Oh, okay.
He might want you to up it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or roll diplomacy. That's totally fine. I've got to check. I don't think you can lose, but I could be wrong. You're, Ray Shorin.
I mean, it's still possible that I lose. Bribery V2. I rolled a 24 again.
Okay. You got it. Krellis gives you a nod.
Krell is just gonna go, okay, boom, okay, boom. Okay.
No, based on the turn order, he's always going to shoot them.
As long as that manages to stick every time, yep.
Might I suggest next time we barter, we actually say, hey, I'll give you a little bit extra if you don't switch sides again? He said he wanted to be on our... Wait, I didn't hear they said he wanted to be on our side, so...
Right, it is now your 2 combat actions.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna attempt to get as close. What is it, 5 then 10 on the diagonal?
Oh,
yes.
Right. Out of curiosity, were you doing this telepathically still?
Oh, when I was shouting out at Halos, I was out loud.
It was
it was out loud. Sure, fuck it.
Okay.
So I'll run here, and do I have any grenades?
I imagine you do.
I ask myself out loud. I do. I have incendiary frag, and that's about it. What is the range on an incendiary?
So it's not a range on the grenades. It is you have to throw it a certain number of feet, and I think it's every 5 feet after 10. I believe it adds +5 to the DC.
20.
Oh, every feet after 20.
Range is 20 feet. Yep, and every 5 after that you add, I believe, 2.
Where the hell is the tool to get the?
So it's 15 feet here, and then you're throwing it up 30, so you do need to lob it a bit. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to add a static 30 to that. So I'm at 45 there. 45, 55.
Well, I don't have to hit them. The range
you have to hit basically here, right?
Hold on. Incendiary grenade.
So it's 55 or maybe 50 feet.
You'd think that by this.
I mean, it's only going to be a DC 15 anyways.
Right. And the
wait, why is it only DC 15 at 55 feet?
because you're adding 2 every 5 feet. So 20 feet you get, and then 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So yeah, 6 times 2 is 12. So yeah, 12 plus 5, 17. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. So this has, so I'll do that thing, which is it a strength throw?
Yes.
Yep.
Throw? Okay. So
Oops,
this
sorry.
Don't
plus
you
8.
have something that changes that it's just strength or something like that?
Boom. I rolled a 20 total.
Nice.
So that lands, and it has a this is an incendiary 2, I think I said.
Sounds right.
Incendiary grenade 2. So it has a radius of 10 feet. So where can I get the most bang for my buck here?
Don't worry about hitting 0.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not.
I automatically passed the reflex save.
Yeah, so
All right, so just
yeah,
lob it up in the
I
middle.
lob it at this corner. And
Target
I
zero
don't
with
think
all
that there's any way I can
explosives.
get
Got
green
it.
in there, so I'll just lob it in a spot where I can get both of them.
And
Sure.
Patrick, what is Rise dexterity modifier?
5, I want to say.
All right,
Hold
10
on,
plus-
let me double check.
Yep.
They beat it. They rolled a 19 and a 17, and they have 11 reflex, so there's
Okay.
no chance.
So they take half damage, which is
Yep.
2d6 plus 1d6 burn. So 2d6 fire plus 1d6 burn damage.
Just roll it.
Yep.
So is the save for that a 15? It sounded like.
Even yeah,
it's
I
at
mean,
18.
Okay, yeah, I can't fail. With a nat 1, I have 18.
Nice.
So I'll roll to see if I get a nat 1 just because.
no, I'm not going to punish you in that one. So 6
So-
damage total.
So they take 2
Oh, sorry.
two fire damage and 6 burn damage, or 2 flash damage.
So 4
whatever
damage
the
each.
is. Yeah.
1, 4, and
That was
Is
almost
that-
not a total waste of time.
yeah, they take the explosion, but it like hits their armor, and they just kind of go.
I had a better grenade than that.
You don't. Your grenades kind of suck.
Hmm.
You might have had fun grenades at one point. I don't know if you still do. As it is 10:32, I'm going to try and get through the rest of the people's turn orders quickly so we can get to the top of the order. Miller, you are up.
All right. Miller kind of internally goes, all right, Krellis, we can, I think I could probably end this. I got 56 500K. You got that. You got me if I survive this, and we can go off and do our little gallivanting in the universe. I'll show you exactly where I found your brother.
I am interested, but I'll be honest. If Gerson's willing to pay me more, I'll shoot you.
Put away the cred stick. I don't care if I live or die. I've already died once. It was okay.
Sounds fair to me.
Can I see any of the people up
But
here?
he cares if I do.
Not from where you are, no.
All right. Where do I have to be able to see them?
Basically up there. Again, it's a
Basically up there.
30-foot sheer wall.
Oh.
There's potentially access here.
Yeah, what's over here? Oh,
This is a
next-
platform that will raise. This is a door that goes to northern hallways. And you
And you
could
said it's
climb up here with some acrobatics checks, starting with the
Where's my-
barrels.
All right, well, I'll just kind of go over this way and head upstairs, I guess.
All right, so you enter into a room with a computer terminal and another door. I don't know if you moved your full speed or not.
I definitely haven't. So what's at the computer terminal?
It looks like it's a computer terminal that controls the hangar controls.
Oh, sure. What kind of access do I got?
Try and hack it. It is locked.
Yeah, I'll hack it.
Or if you can guess the password, I'll let you just get in.
Is it under the keyboard?
Yes. You It's also Absalom 1.
Absalom 1. All
Not
right.
welcome one.
No, there's more on the nose.
These people gotta learn a little about cybersecurity. I swear, never underneath the keyboard. I think this is like the third time I've done this. Pretty sure it's the third time.
All right, you have access to. You can activate the mech. You can activate the loading arm. You can control the floating platform, the raising platform. Sorry, not floating. The raising platform.
What's the mech?
It's the loading mech. You can remote control it to basically move around.
So
I'll be
aliens.
honest, it's useful if Krellis is against you. Otherwise, not really.
Okay. So I got the mech. I
you
got the
can affect
platform.
Gravity.
Oh.
You have full gravity controls for this loading bay. Gravity is very often shut off to help with shipping. It makes these containers much easier to move. And if there were security systems engaged, you could control them. There are none. You could technically vent atmosphere if you wanted. Like you could just shut off the environmental bubble that keeps the atmosphere in, or you could completely close off the exterior of the hangar. You have no reason to do so, really. The other controls you could think you might have in the station, you do have full control.
Actually, can I look at cameras?
You'd have access to, so this isn't necessarily a security station, but you'd have cameras for the surrounding area, yes. So you have outside of the hangar, which is kind of how you get to over here. This is where you're trying to get to.
Hold up, Dusty.
Yes.
We're having a problem on Zoom or with. All right, yeah, let's finish up the initiative order. Okay, so what are you saying about cameras?
You have access. I just revealed the map to you. There's really not anything in there. And on the outside, there isn't anyone waiting for you outside. And let me just give you access to all of this as well. So you can see exactly what you're walking into.
Okay. So over the comms, I say, all right, folks, get your mag boots ready. We're going 0G.
What? What did you need me for?
I beat the boobs for 0G. Make sure that my mag boots are securely in place.
Fastened.
Yeah, all right. The gravity shuts off. All of these shipping containers now begin to float. You are now much easier able to access the upper tiers. Obviously, relinquishing your mag boots. And
are those guns secured to the floor? Or do they?
They are. They are actually secured to the railing in front of it, so they don't go anywhere. Nothing else. So the characters on their turns will also activate their mag boots. But you have created a little bit more of an obstacle. There's floating debris that you guys can manipulate. There are other things, and there are ways around what you guys got. But Miller, that's going to be a standard action to manipulate the computer and a move action to get there. So we're going to move down to Krellis. Krellis immediately activates their jetpack and is able to move basically unhindered through 0G.
Nice.
The other three do not have jetpacks, you notice. Krellis simply jets up a bit, sees Gladau engaged and sees the other two engaged. Seeing that 0 is handling the other two, decides to shoot Gladau.
Fair enough. He probably knows Brawl's effectiveness.
Oh, rolled a 5. I don't know if that. I said 28. Never mind, it hits. All right.
Okay.
Couldn't have given you guys a level 15 character to play with. 34 points of damage to Gladau. Oh,
you can just add 6 to make it 40. Krellis does 40 damage.
No, I'm not doing that. That'd be funny though if it was just static though.
What is that? Dragon Rage. He uses
Dragon Rage
every time.
There you go. We're Pokemoning it now. 164. Gladau takes the shot and says, "Listen, I'll come for you next." And that's Krellis' action.
It's gonna be hard for them to negotiate.
Halos says, "Listen, Krellis, 20K. That's the limit that I was offered by Gerson. Can we just call it even?" And he rolls to
20K plus 50
Great.
credits.
Krellis does take the offer, nods, and
At least they took the offer before they fired it, or after they fired it.
Which again, it's the way I rolled initiative. I gave them all a chance. I rolled initiative. Krellis just happened to roll higher, so it's unfortunate. Halos
For you.
then turns his attention fully to Zero and is going to go ahead and make an attack. Now, I think I just said plus 22. Yeah, so it's like an ultra thin energy longsword. I've got plus 22 to hit, and I rolled a 9. So 31 against your KAC.
Misses.
Oh, that's too bad. All right, and none of those matter yet. I'm going to move on to Resnick. He is going to take 2 swings at you, just fully focusing on you, grunting as he does so. So this is, I believe, -4 to both attacks.
Yep.
I'm going to roll them together. So it's just going to be plus 18 to these. Okay.
Did you roll a nat 1?
One completely misses, and one aims at his compatriot with a nat 1.
I mean,
I
I am in predator mode. It makes sense.
Yeah, well, he also is like a haymaker kind of person. That's so it's -4, so it's plus 8, which is still a 30 to hit. And that's totally gonna hit. So he hits his buddy. God damn it. Let's see. And what is their attack? 4d8. Oh God. Slash roll 4d8 plus 22. Does 42 points of damage.
That's the answer.
Yeah, it sure is, and it's going to be an answer to a lot of things if this keeps up.
Don't worry. Next turn, Zero's going to use 2 turrets to shoot at them, or at least the fun-looking one.
Halos says, Resnick, we've talked about this. Focus on the enemy. Get away from me. And then we go to Gladao, who is going to do a similar fashion. She has her blade out, and she's going to try and swipe twice against our friend Brawl at plus 22 -4. That's probably not great. The best roll I had there was 17 plus 18.
No.
So what, 35?
Yeah, 35. No?
For E or K?
K.
No.
What is your KAC?
37.
They're not going to do a double tax on you anymore. Basically, these both chain off of your armor, and she's like, well, shit.
I go,
Hey, Brawl, you're up.
after I'm done laughing because they can't penetrate through my amazing armor.
Sorry. Let Seeker go before you. That should be Seeker's turn in the order. My bad.
All right, so what are the guns I got over here?
Michael, you have a friend in chat.
Who has a friend in chat?
Michael does.
Oh, hey Rob, how are you? And for a belated happy birthday / actual happy birthday. Oh, that wasn't nice. You have in front of you. You have. Let's see. That one is the energy converter.
Nope, don't even tell me. What's the coolest looking one?
Definitely the energy converter. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Which is the one you're
at?
at.
I'm gonna shoot that one. I'm gonna shoot that one at the one that's next to.
And then you realize you don't have controls.
It can be manually operated. That is part of the thing as well. So he basically just grabs it, turns it like it's a turret, and fires. So you're firing it over there?
Yep, over at the red one.
Okay, all right. It's the grenade launcher thing that hit the other guys.
So I've seen it. I've seen it in action.
You have seen this one in action. So you want to go to a different one?
Yeah, I'll go to a different one if that one's
go to the blue one. The middle one.
The blue one. That one looks kind of cool too.
The middle one, which is where red was. Red has the rad cannon. Oh, the rad cannon is the fun one.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That has the word rad in it.
It has a range of only 60 feet, which is more than enough. It fires in a cone, which I'm going to say you could angle it in such a way that it hits, but it will hit Zero as well. But you don't know that technically.
I have faith in Zero.
You can fire it this way, and you'll technically hit, I think, all of these guys.
If Zero's being hit by anything, it's okay. Just do it.
I have faith in Zero's reflexes.
I'm trying
Zero,
to see
this might hurt or might not. I don't know.
Spidey
Jump.
sense.
Jump out of the way.
Well, you can't even see him right now.
I don't know what this gun does, but I'm shooting it.
All right, make a ranged attack roll.
Oh. Yeah. Do that.
He's not hitting anybody.
All right. I haven't had to do an attack roll in forever. Okay, so plus 12. That's not bad. That's not too bad.
Steve can't. hit
18.
me.
18 total.
Yeah.
He couldn't have hit me anyways.
He's not hitting anyone. I'm trying to see what radioactive means. When the wielder rolls a natural 1 on an attack roll, you're exposed to dangerous radiation. So no, you're fine. Yeah. So what it does is it shoots out like a wide ray of just goopy radioactive material. But unfortunately, it has a really short half-life and it burns up before it's able to hit them. It looks like you maybe aimed a little bit low. You did destroy pretty much all of these other boxes. So if gravity's turned on, you no longer have access.
Oh.
But you did not manage to hurt anyone on that one. You still have a move action.
I moved to the next gun.
So they're here now. That is the disintegrator cannon.
Ooh, I like that one too. That sounds fun.
And now, Brawl, you are up.
Okay. Now that Brawl took fractions of a second to continue laughing at this lovely, I'm sure she's a lovely lady.
She's the worst of the bunch.
Still respectable, some would say.
Resnick's dumb, Halo's a sociopath, Gladau enjoys it.
Well, she's got a little bit more coming her way.
Yeah, don't let her kill you. Just saying.
Does a 27 hit?
I believe 27 hits. It's the KAC, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You barely hit, yes.
Nice. Guys, not shut out for hits in this episode. And
All ones. All ones, baby.
There was a single one in there. So my standard attack right now is 3d10. And that is 16 on the dice plus 5 for 21 plus 17
38
for 38. Yeah.
I've just been subtracting them as I go. All right. Yeah, that's a solid hit. You basically get a, you know what? Since this is going to be the last attack of the episode, go ahead and describe how you make this solid connection.
Which kidney did you rupture?
The one on the right. My right, not their right.
So you're attempting to hit their kidney from the front again, which is always a weird choice, but you hammer fist.
It's unexpected, Dustin. That's how you get them.
It doubles her over and you hear an audible
what was that? What do you hear?
As the air rushes out of her insides. And she cracks her kind of shoulders as she pulls back and says, I was already going to enjoy this. This is going to be so much fun. And yeah, I think that's where we're going to end the episode of the Crimson Tri-Blades on their back foot. Krell is currently working for the enemy at this exact second. And yeah, all right. Do you guys have anything you want to say as a parting remarks or comments?
I think we're good.
Good talk.
What the heck, Krellis?
Next week, are we doing Starfinder or something else? You guys need a week off, or do you want to keep going?
I'm good to go.
We should keep going.
Okay.
Can,
I thought we were still.
Yeah.
Every other.
Every other.
If we can get the Zoom thing under control.
It's up to you guys. Whether it's this week or
leave
not.
it to a viewer vote.
Well, I wouldn't mind playing more Deep Rock Galactic, except stream it next week.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, so next week we'll take another week off of Starfinder. Gives me time to see if I can make these three somehow stronger. Whoops.
Figure
you
out how
guys
to get your weapons back.
They're not. Oh, they don't. Their weapons are actually worse than their swords. Their swords do way more damage. The weapons were just supposed to make it difficult for you guys to get up there, and it was obviously barely an inconvenience for you. Next week we'll see how the Crimson Tri-Blades and Krellis fare against the horrible party that we've somehow created. Next week we'll be playing Deep Rock Galactic, and when I say we, I don't mean me. And I hope y'all enjoy. Until then, stay healthy and never split the party.
Yeah, Krellis. Keep on switching sides. Jerk.
Splitting all the parties.
Actually, yeah, Michael. What are you doing falling out of the vents?
It's not my fault. The Krellis is here.
Michael,
the other guys,
Krellis was here.
The other guys couldn't detect me if they wanted to.
All right.
In fact, I literally hid standing in their face.
Yeah, and snatch.